I've been following you and following all your videos on VAWA. But here's my problem. I actually already have a green card, but it's the 2-year conditional green card that I got based on my marriage to my spouse. The only problem is I have a long way to go before I can remove the conditions, right? You have to wait for 2 years before you can remove the conditions. I have a long way to go before that time. And as of now, my spouse is highly abusive or not treating me properly, and it's bad, okay? The emotional, the psychological, the financial, the physical, the sexual mistreatment is just really, really bad. And I don't know if I can make it to the end of that 2 years, or even if I can make it to that point. I don't know if we have enough documents together to be able to successfully remove my condition. So what can I do? Stick around. I got the answer for you. Guys, getting right into it. This is attorney Elizabeth Wafula, your favorite immigration attorney, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, The Immigration Helper, where, as you know, each week we discuss all things life and legal. For the past couple of weeks, we've been discussing nothing basically but legal topics, right? Except for last week we discussed a life topic, and we discussed a very important topic, right? And the title of that video was my firm's official position on the death of George Floyd. You definitely want to make sure you listen to that. It's just like 5-6 minutes. It's not going to take too much of your time, but it's so important that I believe that you know my official stance, my official position on the death of George Floyd and the things you can do. If you missed that, I'm putting up a link at the top on the top right corner. Click that link and it'll take you straight to that video. Along those lines, if you missed my last couple videos on VAWA, right, I've been discussing VAWA like no man's business, right? I'm gonna put a couple of links up at the top. First link is gonna be the video that I did that was entitled "Do I Qualify for VAWA?" So click that link at the top. Second video that I'm putting up a link to right about right now as you're watching is the video that was entitled 7 Things You Need to Know About VAWA, right at the top. And then lastly, I'm gonna put up a link to the video that I did 2 weeks ago, most recently, right? And that was, do I qualify for VAWA upon divorce or separation? Do I qualify for VAWA upon divorce or separation? Reason I want you to watch these videos is because they may kind of tie in together, although that's completely a different immigration relief than what I'm discussing today. You may know someone, or you yourself may benefit from them. So do make sure you click the right corner up at the top to view those videos. Now, getting right into it, the number one question that I got in my emails, my messages, my phone calls was, okay, Wafula, I already have the 2-year green card, right? My spouse, I can't file for VAWA because my spouse already did file for me, and I already did get what's called the 2-year conditional green card, right? Conditioned on my ability to remove conditions at the end of the 2 years and to show that I entered the marriage for real love. So I already got that 2-year conditional green card, but what can I do if I don't think I'm gonna make it to the end of those 2 years to remove the conditions? Number 2, the follow-up question was, okay, even if I do make it to the end of that 2 years living with such a spouse, right? Because my spouse is mistreating me horribly or abusive to me. Even if I do make it to the end of that 2 years, what's gonna happen if we haven't really acquired enough joint tenancy documents, right, to prove that our marriage is valid? Because she or he has made sure that we don't have much more than what we had for our last interview, right? So what am I gonna do about that in that case? Well, I'm glad you asked. Simply put, and I want you to remember and hear me out loud, USCIS has an exception to the 2-year rule, right? To the rule that says you need to wait at the end of the 2 years, you can remove your conditions, right? You can remove conditions at any time, meaning even after a month, even a month after you receive your 2-year conditional green card, you can remove your conditions at any time, provided you can show to USCIS that you are the victim of domestic abuse, all right, or some sort of highly severe mistreatment by your spouse, right? So what do we mean? So it's sort of going to be kind of like VAWA. You have to show that there's some sort of emotional, psychological, some sort of physical, some sort of sexual, some sort of financial, some sort of digital abuse, whatever you have, whatever you've experienced. If you can show that it's to the level where you cannot wait till the end of the 2 years to file your application, then guess what? You can file your removal conditions early and you can get your 10-year green card. Okay, so in case you didn't get it, let me run by that again. In other words, you can file for a removal of conditions application to remove the conditions off your 2-year green card at any time and early, right? If you can just show that you are subjected to some sort of domestic abuse or spousal abuse. I highly suggest you don't do this alone, because I've seen so many people who try to do it alone, and guess what? It failed flat. Just like VAWA, it's a legal skill. Just like VAWA, you have to know what to do. Just like VAWA, you have to know the documents to put up. Just like VAWA, you need a lawyer. So if you're hearing me and this sounds like you and you asked me that question, make sure you give me a call. I got something for you. We're gonna get you your 10-year green card, and then after that, hopefully we'll file for your citizenship. All right, guys, thank you very much. That's it for this week. I'll see you guys